JP.
Right, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to James Redmond TV. And don't you worry, I'm not being a disappointment. I'm not being a clickbait merchant. We have got Lee Gunner on the channel. He's just gone for a piss, so that's the hence why he hasn't started with me. Once I see his beautiful face pop up back on his screen, then it'll be great. Big up to all the rats. I know that he sent some of you over. We've got nearly 100 people in this stream. Do smash a like. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is the one, it is the only, it's the person that you're all here to see. It's my man, Lee Gunner. How are we, sir? You're on mute.
You'd never know I'm an experienced streamer, would you?
How are you, bro? Are you good?
Come on. Let's go.
Let's
go, man.
I love the way you're doing the James Redmond flex arms, which is bossly. It's amazing, you know. It's even better when we can do it with a hoodie.
You've got bigger arms than me, though, James. Yeah, it's like I look big because I got a hoodie on.
I was gonna say hoodies do bits in it. They even make my arms look bigger, so I'm not even gonna hate the game. You've got to hate you don't hate the player, you hate the game, innit?
The only thing big about me is my forehead, bro.
Hey, Lee, do you know what? Yeah, like, because everyone says it's a 4-finger thing, but you know, it depends on the angle on my fog. Because if you see, this is where I'll start receding first. I can already tell, and like that is probably about 4 fingers. But then here is like shorter, so I don't even know like about my fog, broski.
Yeah, just keep brushing it forward, mate. You'll be fine.
Okay, listen, lad, you got to do what you got to do. Got to prepare for these things. That's why do you know what? I've even started doing stretches recently because I hear about everybody who's like older talking about how they're fucked because they haven't done the stretches over the years, and like the back's fucked and the legs are fucked and everything's fucked. So me, I'm trying to prepare to make sure that I'm as little fucked as possible when I get older.
Yeah, that's not going to help, mate. I can't lie.
I'll do what you do. I'll have Dr. Peppers and Siggies, and then we're flying, aren't we? You know what I mean?
He's down you, man. Have the Siggies.
We're all gonna die anyway. You know what I mean? So who cares?
Exactly. When my time's up, isn't it? That's how it is, isn't it?
Oh, Lee, come on.
Listen, I could walk out my gaff in a minute, yeah, and just get flattened by a bus. Who knows?
That's right. That is right. You know what I mean?
Go in the sea and get eaten by a shark.
Hopefully, if I go outside and I get hit by a bus, I won't get eaten by a shark because I won't swim. You will not see me put myself in a circumstance where I will be in a vicinity of a shark. You won't see it. But I could get hit by a bus. What I think that does is reverse whatever fucking impact I had when my mum dropped me on my head when I was younger, because I think it's quite evident, you know what I mean? But no, thank you for coming on.
Bro, it's about 300 mile an hour winds. So when I walk out my gaff later, I might end up in Tangier in Morocco.
Hey, I'm going to Morocco in February. Have you ever been?
Oh, Morocco's lit, bro.
Have you been to Morocco?
Yeah, man. I've been once.
Was it good?
Like, bro, my mum and dad go all the time. They love it.
I was going to say I'm going in February. I've heard the food's boss as well.
I don't like what's the food they eat? Couscous. I don't like couscous.
So if I get recommended couscous, I don't eat couscous.
No. Just because I don't like it, don't mean you don't like it. Yeah, I'm a bit weird with food, innit? Yeah, I know what I like and I know what I don't like. Yeah, but yeah, I don't like couscous. Yeah, but the couscous in Morocco, bro, the food in Morocco is lit. Yeah, but couscous, yes, I don't like it. But,
as long as I've got nice food to live off, that's all I care about, bro. That's literally all I care.
Where you going?
I actually don't even know because it was me mate who booked it. So he's booked it. I don't know the city. I just know it's Morocco, innit? We booked it like last week, so I haven't even asked. But I've been like looking into the culture and whatnot, so I've been asking about it.
Bro, honestly, it's crazy, man, and nice people, man. Yeah, there's a lot of Moroccans in this part of Spain. Yeah, Moroccan food's banging, apart from couscous.
Apart from couscous, I was going to say
it's similar to rice, but it's not rice. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah. I'm not a fussy bastard at all, me. I'll eat whatever, you know what I mean? It's one of those things, microwave meals, oven meals, friggin' non-cooked food, hot noodles, lad, whatever gets me through the next hour, happy days. But anyway, let's delve into a little bit of footy talk, brother. And I appreciate you coming on the channel. I shouldn't keep you for too long. It should be about 40-minute show, guys. Before we get into anything, do subscribe to League Gunner if you don't already. Me and him do work, so I imagine a lot of you guys already do subscribe. Do go subscribe. What I like about Lee's thought provoking. There's difference on his channel. It's not just the regular thing of like, you know, when things are going well, we now speak good. He's consistent with his views. So that's one thing I appreciate about Lee. Just for those who don't have an insight and do know, his channel is in the title as well. And Lee, the question is that the only title that you're going to be receiving this season, being in JRTV's title, or do you think maybe a Premier League title could be on the horizon? Letters at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? Did you know that he's got an FA Cup and a Community Shield, Lee?
Well, he's got a couple of Community Shields now, mate. Hey, Tierney at the back, Gabby in attack. They're still singing that song, bro, and Tierney's at Real Sociedad.
He's fucked off to Spain, but he's still in the tunes.
He's still there. He's still there. Tierney at the back. We're on our way to Champions League.
Is there no one in your squad who could replace Tierney based on the syllables in the name?
Timber at the
out
back.
For 8 months.
Oh, yeah.
Got a bit of a problem. Need to see him play some footy.
They can say Gabby at the back, Gabby in attack.
That's right.
Yeah.
Repeat it, I suppose.
We got some weird fans.
That's what people who can't spit bars do, isn't it? You know what I mean? They'll repeat words. You guys are going to need
to make up songs in the shower, mate. So don't worry about that.
Hey, it's all right. We've got the Darwin Núñez guy. That's what we've got. We've got Darwin Núñez. He plays for the Big Reds. He's frightening as Luis Diaz. I don't know all the words, but he became really popular off doing that.
Which was... football fans come up with the weirdest stuff. I can't lie.
No.
These lot should all be on X Factor. Yeah, or like Britain's Got No Talent or something. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like the amount of songs this lot come up with and that. Like, come on, seriously, man.
Do you know what's crazy? One of the best tunes that's been made in recent time when we signed Alexis McAllister.
Mo Salah running down the wing.
La 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 la, the Egyptian king. I was gonna say though, do you know the Alexis McAllister song that was done by AI? I don't know if you ever saw it. Boss tune. Yeah, bro, I will get this up. If I can get this up on Twitter, I'll get it up for you. When I start playing about with my internet too much, it'll mess up. But...
Don't be getting it up for me. It's cool.
No, you'll like it though. You'll like it. But just there to hear your thoughts on how you think the title hopes will go this season. Of course, we spoke yesterday, so people go tune into that because we don't.
I genuinely don't think we can win it unless we go and buy a couple of players. Yeah, we desperately need a striker. For me, it can only be one guy, Ivan Toney. Yeah, I think like third top goal scorer in the league last season. Only Harry Kane and Haaland scored more. Obviously, one of them's gone. I think he's class. I think he's absolutely top drawer, man. He's a Liverpool fan as well. But yeah, I think we need.
Who's a Liverpool fan? Sorry,
Ivan Toney.
Oh yeah, you're right. I love Ivan Toney.
I think we need a striker. Eddie ain't the guy. Jesus ain't gonna bag enough. Yes, we're spread goals out, but we're trying to overtake a team that have got a guy up front who's just ridiculous. So I feel like we need to go and get that like 20 goals a season merchant. And yes, I know he's coming in January if we get him, but I still think he'll bag 15 goals by the end of the season if we sign him. Now I think he'll be like on it. But I also think we need a winger. Yeah, and a midfielder. I say a CM. Yeah, I want Pedro Neto. I've wanted him for 3 years, man. Top player. Yeah, top player. And I think if we got both of them, I think we'd win the league, even without a CM. But I want to see him as well. I'm greedy, bro. I want to see him as well. But again, like defensively, that's just to like
clarify the league.
Yeah, I think if we got Ivan Toney and Pedro Neto, I think we would win the league. But I think if we got a CM, I think we'd walk away with it.
I think if Pedro Neto stays fit, you've got one of the best like young wingers in the league, and he's probably one of the last untapped players at Wolves because they've let go of so many players over the years. So he's probably like one of the remaining top talents at that team. Not to say they can't generate more, but out of that sort of what do you want to call it, a golden era for Wolverhampton, he's kind of like the remaining piece of the jigsaw. Do you know what I'm saying? He's quality. Those two players you've just named are one, criminally underrated, and two, would improve any team in the top 6 if they was to join the top 6 teams. Not that all teams need those players, but they would definitively, like Ivan Toney, he wouldn't start for City, of course, but don't tell me like him coming off the bench for any team in the top 6 is not beneficial. And what I like about Ivan Toney is, and people, like I've got to, I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. I think it's a fine opinion based on, the resumes of what we've seen of both players. But when you compare Núñez and Ivan Toney, people don't like it when I do this. But I say that Ivan Toney's got a more well-rounded game. I think he's a more lethal finisher. I think he creates more for the people around him. Núñez is chaos, but I think it's less efficient chaos. Whereas Toney is more precise in his decision-making. I think his ability, technique-wise, is better as well. I think if you've got Ivan Toney, because I like Gabriel Jesus, but there's a game-for-game basis. What's good about Liverpool? We can switch up between Gakpo and Jota and Núñez. Jota's kind of the goal poacher. Núñez is the chaos creator. Gakpo does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So therefore, I think if you've got Ivan Toney, you're bringing that depth to your team, which, like you say, lad, it enhances your chances. So you're not saying there's no chance of Arsenal winning the league, but you do believe there needs to be more reinforcements to be more definitive on coming to that conclusion.
I think we're a few injuries away from capitulating. I can't lie. Yeah, Declan Rice has been a revelation, man. Like, that guy slotted into Arsenal like he's been there forever. Like, he's been unbelievable. And like, the thing is, people are looking at him and go, oh, he's only sideways and backwards. He don't go forwards. He keeps it ticking. Yeah, he keeps the energy. Yeah, and then Thomas Partey coming back's massive. It'd be interesting to see if we play both of them at the weekend. Because I think if we play both with Odegaard in front, I think that's our best three. I think that's the three that we all wanted to see when we signed Declan Rice. Yeah, and I think then if we go with Jesus, Saka, Martinelli, yeah, I think that's our best forward line. But like you just said, if we had Ivan Toney there, we could then play Jesus off the left and rest Martinelli for certain games. Yeah, and we could rotate. And this is what Man City do to a T. Yeah, Jack Grealish don't play every week. Foden don't play every week. Mahrez never used to play every week. Yeah, Bernardo don't play every week. Yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to keep it fresh with the attackers. Even if they score a hat-trick, bench them the next week. Like Mahrez. He was getting benched after an FA Cup semi-hat-trick. He got benched for the next game in the Champions League. And it's like, bro, this is Mahrez. Like, do you know what I mean? But that's what you need. If you want to win the league, yeah, you have to have rotation in them forward positions. And not only that, it keeps players fresh, which means less injuries. Look at Man City. From January onwards, they barely have an injury. Why? Because they keep their players fresh at the start. Yeah, and we need to do that. And I think if we got Pedro Neto, I've rated him for time, bro. He's had 2 mad injuries, 2 ACLs, I think, yeah. Right? And he's still one of the best wingers in the league. Yeah, but because he plays for Wolves, he won't ever get the credit. Yeah, you put that guy at Arsenal, he's a left-footed, well, I say he's left-footed, he's equally as good with his right. Yeah, but then we've got Trossard, who's equally as good with both feet. So we've got options there then. Get rid of Eddie Nketiah. Yeah, we'd then have Odegaard, Jesus, Saka, Martinelli, Neto, Toney. Where else am I missing? Trossard. Like, bro, that's 7 players in attack lines. Who have I missed? Have I missed anyone? Saka, did I say Saka? I don't know. Yeah, you've now got 7 players in them attacking positions.
Yeah.
You can rotate them non-stop. Yeah, you can rotate them non-stop. Yeah, and that'll keep you fresh. And then I feel like we need a midfielder as well because Kai Havertz ain't the guy. Let's just admit that.
No, I was going to ask you about Kai Havertz. He seems to be the one who really like if you get a bunch of Christmas presents, but then obviously you've got the one present, which is a set of links. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use the links. Just not, bro, I've got 5 of them. I've got 5 boxes from the previous 5 Christmases. So that's probably the disappointing thing out of the bunch. Kai Havertz was so fucking interesting to me. And then this is what really told me about, there's loads of things that tell me about the ludicrousness of football fans because they contradict themselves over time without even realizing it. They don't because it's not bad to change your mind, but it's certainly good to be consistent if you hold a view that aligns with your football and beliefs. And Kai Havertz at Chelsea, every Arsenal fan and their nan was not going to be saying Havertz is that guy. They just wouldn't say it. What they would say is that, you know what, Kai Havertz. Go on.
I was going to say, there's not a single Arsenal fan at the end of last season that went, do you know who the missing piece for this jigsaw is, mate? Kai Havertz. There's not one.
But also based on what Xhaka did, because I know that you make jokes about how he took so long to get into form, but when he did get into form, I thought so interesting the way you think to Arteta. The replacement for that is Kai Havertz, and I understand when people say give him time. It's like he's had 3 years in a arguably better team in recent
Not
times.
only
Like
that,
when he
we're trying to overtake Man City after bottling a title, yeah? 93% champions, yeah? Right? And you go and buy a guy who's done nothing for 3 years, living off the back of a Champions League goal, right? Living off the back of that one goal, right? And let's be real, yeah, big up Carefree Lewis. He said, what's easier to do? Score against City or keep a clean sheet against City? Yeah. They kept a clean sheet against City. That's extremely difficult to do. Yeah. Scoring against City, maybe not so. Right. So everyone says, oh, he won them the Champions. Well, no, he didn't. The defense did because they kept City out.
Well, also, that goal in the Champions League final was very, come on, like, you know what I mean?
They're lucky. Yeah, but you still got to do it. You still have to score it and credit to it.
I'm not taking anything away. No, I'm not taking anything away. A Champions League final goal is a Champions League final goal, unless you're Mo Salah when it's a penalty and it doesn't matter no more. But Kai Havertz, I'm just saying.
Talk about Champions League finals, mate. Yeah, like handball on Sissoko when it hit him there and that. Yeah. Although big up to you, because I didn't want them lot.
Nah, Lee, we'll have a disagreement on this one. That
do you know what's crazy? I was at Luton Airport flying to France. Right, flying to France, yeah, right, and the final was in Madrid, and it was just rammed with Tottenham fans. Luton Airport was rammed. One of their heads, one of their big heads, was there, and he recognised me. So I used to be on AFTV back then, Or I'd come off of it by then, I think, right? But it was like, yeah, you're that Lee Gunner, yeah, you're all right, but I'm not going to say the pat in the hat, right? But I don't know, but he bought me and my bird at the time a drink, at the airport. Big up, I can't remember his name. Big up to him, real nice guy, man. Yeah, but I got on a flight to France, and the whole flight was rammed with Tottenham fans. I was like, why are you all going to France? The final's in Madrid. They were like, the flight's are 900 quid. Yeah, so we have to go to France and hire a car and drive to Spain. Crazy, but yeah, I couldn't have that lot winning it, man. So yeah, I couldn't care less. It's a moody penalty. Yeah, but
do you know what though, lad? It's interesting the way the letter of the law matters when we're getting shafted by VAR and it doesn't matter and we need to stop bitching. Yet they'll still bitch about that decision, even though by the letter of the law that was a handball. So you might say that it's not a handball, but the objective reality based on the letter of the law is that that was classed as a handball in the UEFA rules. You get what I'm saying? Bro, come on, Lee. You've got to give me that. That's proper lawyer shit. If they wouldn't have a leg stand,
I'll totally say whatever you want me to say, bro.
It's not about what you want me to say. It's about what the letter of the law says. I'm going with the letter of the law. That's all I've heard since the fucking Luis Diaz thing. Oh, you can't restart the game after whatever. Fine.
Do you know what? That's crazy as well. Do you know what winds me up with VAR as well? They can't stop the game, and change a second yellow. Yeah. What's that all about? Like, if it's a clear and obvious error, that's what VAR is for, right? A clear and obvious error. So Kovacic on Declan Rice the other day, that should have been a second yellow. Yeah, true. But they can't stop the game and say, oh, yeah, listen, mate, Michael Oliver, you've got that one wrong. You need to check. Why? It's a clear and obvious error. The whole thing's a sham, bro. They just need to scrap it.
Nah, that's right. Do you think they scrap it?
I think they should scrap it. I think it's too subjective. Yeah, and I think with goal line technology and offsides, although offsides have now become subjective, because they're like Rizzler paper thin now, these offsides.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't even get the right angles in time, so...
Bro, they can't even get the right cameras set up at the ground to do the VAR for the offsides.
This is Premier League clubs' fault, though, you know, Lee, because everyone in the Premier League turned down that offside technology at the start of the season. That actually would have really helped, because based on the case studies that I've seen of that technology, it's efficient. So the fact that the clubs turned it down, the clubs then, or some clubs then changed their minds, and the Premier League said, nah, fuck that, we're not going to implement it right now. We're already underway in the season.
16 teams rejected it, didn't they?
Yeah,
but that tells you right there that they're not interested, bro. Yeah, and then they want to cry when it goes against them. Well, bring the technology in.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that worked perfectly in the World Cup. It works perfectly in other countries. Yeah, like they use it in Saudi, I think. Yeah, it works perfect. They use it in other countries around the world.
I don't get that. I don't get that. That's why I sit there and I go, like, because the more dumbed down and the more objective you make things, the less control you're given to a specific body. And whether that be the referee or whether that be a group of people, I don't care, bro. Like, people can call me a conspiracy theorist. I'm not saying it's anti-Liverpool, by the way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, overall, every team at some point will get shafted by them. And I think it's just more than human error. I think to say that it's human error every single time, and that's all it is, to me, is hyperbolics, bro. Like, that is something like that someone would say, like, COVID masks were really, really good. It's like, no, like, let's be honest. We got up, we took them off, we went to the toilet, we came back, we sat, while we're walking the toilet, we've got to put them on. When you sit back down, you take them off, you eat your food. That is bollocks, bro. There's no amount of science that tells me that that is a sensible thing to do. And there's no amount of logic that you can give me that says where there is money, there isn't corruption. Because every circumstance I've ever seen, there's a reverse to it. And the more control that you give to a technology, to like what you said, where more decisions are objective opposed to subjective, you're giving away less control to whoever may be in that position. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even trying to be like a weirdo. I just think based on logic.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, bro, I refuse to wear them. Mate, I still see people walking around Mercadona in the supermarket with a mask on now. Yeah, and I'm just like, are you for real? It's 30 degrees, mate. Why are you wearing a mask?
There's people who still don't go to work, you know. There's people who still choose to like stay at home and don't go to work and stuff like that. Like, listen.
Right, there's an old couple that live in one of the blocks here, yeah, in this urbanization, right? And I laugh every time. Every time I drive out and I see them coming in, they must be in their 70s, yeah? The old boy is driving the car. The old girl sat there driving Miss Daisy and all that, yeah? The old girl sat there with a mask on. And I say to my bird, I go, do you reckon she wears that around the gaff? Like, why is she sat in the car with her fella that she's been with for about 50 years with a mask on in the car? Like, do you reckon she wears that in bed?
Yeah.
Like, it's weird,
nah,
isn't
it makes no sense.
It's weird, bro. But you're right. Where there's money, there's corruption. Yeah. And
by the way, Lee, I might. My Wi-Fi is doing a madness.
Hamez, Wi-Fi.
Hey, bro. I think I'm back. By the way, bro, you might need to hold the fort for a minute or two if that happens again, because I might need to jump in and out. Is that calm?
Yeah, no drama, man. Listen, I'm going to go and grab a drink real quick, and I'll be back in
Go for it. I'm fine for now. I'm okay for now. Yeah, chat. My Wi-Fi. There's moments in the stream where my Wi-Fi does the bandulu. When Lee gets back, I do want to talk on the Chelsea game as well, because as we know, Arsenal have just got a very, very good win against Man City. I don't care however way you paint it. Deflected goal, non-deflected goal. Martinelli scored. He got it in the back of the net, and it was a 3-point win. It was a clean sheet against Man City. There's many positives you can take out of a game like that. And if you are like one of those Arsenal fans who are very advocate for winning the league, that's an encouraging result to see, because that was something that they weren't doing last season. And you can say City or worse, I don't care, I don't believe it. I just think you found a way to get an efficient result, a result that you needed. So Lee, I'll ask you, going into the Chelsea game, because the most important thing in any title race with City or even Liverpool in some degrees is momentum. You've got to have that ability to win 7, 8, 9 games on the bounce. If you don't do that, then you're kind of fucked. What's your sort of overall conclusion on the Chelsea preview? Do you think you can win that game? Do you think you can continue the form? And yeah, what's your thoughts?
I think we'll batter them. I can't lie. But I thought we'd
nice.
But I thought we'd batter
energy,
Tottenham.
bruv.
Yeah, come on.
True.
Yeah. I thought we'd batter Tottenham as well, and that didn't quite go to plan either. So, but I just look at their team and I just think there's too many injuries. There's not enough goals in their team. I think if they're going to score, it's only going to be one. I don't see how they score twice against us. We've conceded 6 all season. Like, we've got Saliba and Gabriel at the back. Yeah, they look rock solid this season. Yeah, Saliba's been brilliant. Gabriel's been our best defender since the World Cup ended. Like, I just don't see how they scored twice. And then when I look at the attackers we could have on the pitch, yeah, and then Trossard, albeit he's been out of form recently, but on any given day, that guy can turn up and bag a hattie, bro. Like, the guy's sick. Yeah, and then Saka back as well. Martinelli, he didn't even go to international duty. He was playing in their behind closed doors game the other day. I just think we beat them comfortably. And I think if we get an early goal against them, I think they capitulate. Yeah, they'll be looking around like, oh, wow, here we go again, kind of thing. Yeah, and they've only scored 11 goals this season, and 4 of them came in their last game. Yeah, so everyone that's sitting there going, oh, yeah, but Chelsea have won 3 in a row, whoopee-doo. Yeah, they've beaten Brighton in a cup game that Brighton couldn't care less about, right?
Yeah.
They've beaten Fulham. Yeah, fair enough. Fulham away. Yeah, 2 goals, 2-0. That was the worst Fulham team I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't know how they got a draw against us. And then they got they were 1-0 down to Burnley and then battered them. So, like, their 11 goals, 6 of them are coming in the last 2 games. I don't see how they.
Well, also, like, you think about some of their biggest and most impressive wins. You're talking about Luton Town, you're talking about Burnley, and those teams have been so fucking underwhelming. Like, those are the teams that are the reason why Everton won't get relegated this season, which, by the way, I'm pissed off about, because they had the chance over the past 2 years and then Leicester bottled it. But yeah, Chelsea are interesting because you've got people saying, like, an on their day basis, like, yeah, what are your EU says which Chelsea turns up. I think if it's a matter of the best version of both teams turn up, you will not get a team of Chelsea that supersede the team of Arsenal if the best version of both turn up. It's not possible. The cohesion isn't there with Chelsea. The element of that mindset, bro. All their players are young. Barely any of them have won anything. Cole Palmer and Sterling are probably their most successful players, no? Like when you're really deep it.
Enzo as well, he won a World Cup. But yeah,
Yeah.
other than that. Well,
Yeah,
Thiago Silva.
Oh, no, I'm disrespecting them now. There's a couple, but in the main, you notice...
Overall, Sterling's probably more decorated than most of the players. I don't know how many trophies Thiago Silva's won, but I'd imagine him and Sterling are pretty similar in terms of trophies. I'd say Thiago's probably won a few more, but Sterling ain't far behind, I'd imagine.
Nah, Sterling's got such a decorated career, bro. Like
he's won such a 5 League Cups, like 4 titles.
The best thing he ever did was leaving Liverpool. Like the best thing he ever did. I knew that when he left as well. I thought, you know what? Like everyone's getting on his back and stuff like that. But the best thing he ever did was
when he played for Liverpool, like and Man City signed him. Yeah, like I was like, I don't really get the hype. Like he was decent, but I didn't really like. He weren't Michael Owen, if that makes sense. He weren't like, wow, this is a player. Or a Robbie Fowler or somebody like that. Yeah.
No, you're right.
Like, he ain't all that. He went to City, and even when he was at City, Kevin De Bruyne gave him a career. Yeah, backstick tapping. Like, let's just be real with it. Like, he had moments, of course he did. Yeah, he's been a decent player, but I wouldn't sit there and go, "Oh yeah, Raheem Sterling. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, that guy's unbelievable." Like, he ain't that player. Yeah. So when he went to Chelsea, first of all, I thought that was weird. It's like, why are you leaving Man City? Yeah, because Pep would have kept you. If you want to leave, Pep's going to say, "Cool, leave then," isn't it? He'll let anyone leave. Yeah, because Pep goes, "Yeah, cool, I'm the boss, not you." Yeah, if you want to leave, you can leave, isn't it? Yeah. Touch. Weird to go to Chelsea, man. But to be fair to him, I actually think he's been their best player this season. Like, I've watched a lot of Chelsea this season. Yeah, and he's been hot and cold. Yeah, but I'd say overall, he's up there as their best player this season. But even that, I mean, like, come on, man. Raheem Sterling's not been great. He's been all right, but that's why I think we'll beat him comfy. Yeah, and I think if we score early, that crowd will turn. Yeah, and do you know what's mad as well? Yeah, the international break probably come at the wrong time for both teams because
they found a little bit of form.
Yeah, and then we just bounced off a beating Man City. We want to go again. Yeah, we got all that adrenaline rushing and wow, we've just beaten Man City first time in 13 attempts. Like, and then it's international break. I think everyone's come back from international duty without an injury for Arsenal. Yeah, Thomas Partey played. They got battered 4-0 by America the other night. Balogun scored, by the way. Balogun, a player that I wanted to keep. Yeah. Smashing it. He's at top of the league.
Did you see that game where he missed 2 penalties on was it his debut or something? Or was it one of his first games where he missed 2 penalties? That was heavy, that, you know. Not even
do you know what's crazy, right? All the top Gooner accounts, all these big accounts, all tweeting out, Balogun's missed 2 penalties in his Yeah. They then tweeted out the following week, Kieran Tierney's out injured for 3 months. Almost as if to say, well, look, we kept Eddie. Balogun's crap. Yeah. Oh, look, we got rid of Tierney because he's always injured. Right. So I went on a mad one there. Zinchenko's had more days out injured, right, than Kieran Tierney. And they're both the same age. Yeah.
Zinchenko?
Yep. He's had more days out injured than Kieran Tierney, and they're both the same age.
You know what, Lee? I'd love to ask you, and I'm not trying to get you to talk about an area of conversation. We're talking about football mainly. I'm more want to ask you about the approach of Zinchenko in recent times. I heard a rumor that he caused a little bit of disruption. El Neni wasn't happy with some of the things that he thought. And listen, I'm someone who thinks whatever side you stand on, free speech should be accepted on all areas. That being said, do you think as one of the leaders in the dressing room, which undoubtedly Zinchenko is, do you think he needs to be, because it's not just that, and it's not just how often he's talking about, political issues, but because what's interesting to me is he does all these interviews and shine a light on it, but he doesn't seem to be very educated, and he comes out and says he's not very educated on it, but yet he'll still stand on his side. What's your overriding opinion of Zinchenko? Because I've seen he's fell out of favour with so many Arsenal fans in recent times.
The C-Tech Bart Simpson. Yeah, the C-Tech Bart Simpson. Bro, that guy's blocked me on Insta, and I've never tagged
Zinchenko?
him. Yeah, I've never tagged him on Insta. He's blocked me.
Bro, do you know what's funny? He's private to his Instagram as well. Have you realised?
I can't see him. I'm blocked.
Oh, yeah, he's private to his Instagram, bro. You've got to request to follow a 2.5 million follower account.
Do you know what's funny, though? He used to have 3 million, and he lost 500,000 when he tweeted out a couple of weeks, or posted out on his Insta story a couple of weeks back. Yeah, but the reason he blocked me, I reckon, right, is he did the interview with Piers Morgan, right? He did an interview with Piers Morgan talking about Ukraine and Russia and stuff like that. Yeah, right. That interview was conducted at London Colney Training Ground. Arsenal authorised that at the Colney Training Ground. That tells you all you need to know, right? If you're a white European, you can say whatever you want, because that guy sat in that interview and said all Russian sportsmen and women should be banned from elite sport. Yeah, nothing done, nothing said. Now imagine somebody of a different faith or race, yeah, or creed or color, yeah, comes out and says the same about something else, bang, banned. Yeah, because he's white European, he can say whatever he wants, bro. He then came out, yeah, and went in favor of, like, listen, I don't know enough, and I said this to my editor last night, yeah, because he edited a video for me last night, bless him, yeah, big up Mohammed Halimi, big up to my guy, right? But he was talking about Palestine and Israel. I don't know anywhere near enough to even speak on it, bro. Yeah, I don't know enough to speak on it. I just see madness going on all around the world. But again, he caused a massive drama online, yeah, with posting out his support for Israel, yeah? Right, so everyone's going into, oh my God, the night before Man City game, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, how are you doing this? Arsenal, are they going to take the same stance they did with Mesut Ozil and this and that? Bro, the next day we play Man City, you got the loudest cheer in the ground when the names are read out. So, you know, online and match day, completely different things, yeah? But for me, the guy just needs to shut up. Like, just shut up. Yeah, concentrate on learning how to defend and not closing your legs when Trent's one-on-one with you, mate. Yeah, like, because he pretty much was one of the reasons. He ain't the main reason, but he's one of the reasons we didn't win the league. Yeah. Him, Ramsdale, Saka ghosting for 8 games, Saliba getting injured. There was multiple things that stopped us winning the league. Arteta's stubbornness with substitutions. Like that game when we went 2-0 up against you, yeah? Right? As soon as we went 2-0 up, I can go and find the clip, yeah? Right? As soon as we went 2-0 up, I said, get Zinchenko off right now. Get Tierney on. As soon as we scored that goal, I was jumping around. I was like, I told you we'd smash these Scousers. I was going nuts, yeah? I was like, they're rubbish, bro. I was going nuts. I thought we'd batter you. And we were 2-0 up. We were coasting, right?
Rightly so. We were shit at the time, so I don't blame you.
We were. But your summer window, boom. Yeah. But as soon as we scored that second goal, as soon as that goal went in and I celebrated, I come back down to reality. I took a 10 seconds, calm down, calma, tranquilo. Yeah.
Tranquilo.
calma. Yeah. As soon as I calmed down, I said to Ola and Matty, I think Matty was on the watch now, but I said to Ola, I was like, yo, get Zinchenko off right now. Get Tierney on. Yeah, because the amount of times you pinged that ball out, yeah, to Salah, and he miscontrolled it, or he tripped over it, or had a shot just gone wide, blah, blah. I was like, he ain't going to be doing that in the second half. Yeah, like at some point he's going to score. Yeah, and then all of a sudden we keep him on, we concede. Weren't Gabriel's fault. Like, it was Zinchenko not being in the right, the left back position. Gabriel's now covering. He tries to clear it, bounces off, Salah goes in. Yeah, and then all the way through the second half, I'm going, get Tierney on. Yeah, he gets nutmegged. As soon as he gets nuts, Tierney comes on. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Yeah, and then he's sitting on the bench crying. Yeah, instead of going crying about wars and politics and stuff like this, which, listen, innocent people dying is always sad, bro. Yeah, the world's crazy. The world's crazy, bro. It's mad. Yeah, on all sides. Yeah, and I don't really get involved, especially in this one, because I don't know enough about it. Certain other ones, I'll say my piece on, and COVID and stuff like that, because I'm invested in, like, done my research. With this, I don't. Yeah, so I'm just like, well, cool, right? Yeah, but he just needs to shut up. Yeah, just focus on defending, mate. Focus on getting better and try and win us a league. Yeah, because I will rate him if he gets us over the line. If he doesn't get us over the line, I'm never going to rate him, because you talk too much. Like, players that talk too much, and like, I'll give another example. Richarlison. That guy's got way too much mouth on him and way too much attitude for a bang average footballer. Yeah, rips his shirt off, jumps in the crowd, all of this, giving it the...
We like that opinion on this channel, Lee. We like that opinion. I was hearing from friggin' Toby that he was going to be boss. I was like, no, he's genuinely shit. I don't understand what you think you're signing here. You're getting no output there.
He always scores against us. When he played at Everton, always scored. He scored a hat-trick against us and 2 were offside. Yeah, and then
Damari Gray got that offside goal against us. Surely you remember the offside goal against us, and then Jota scored.
Yep.
Boss, one of the greatest. That's like one of those moments where I'm like, surely football scripted, because that couldn't have went
That
any
was
fucking
FIFA,
better.
FIFA 21 or whatever.
Tell me, bro. Tell me.
But the thing is, like players like that, yeah, Xhaka's another one. Yeah, Xhaka's another one. Yeah, cry me a river, mate. Oh, well, I get so much abuse online, bro. You've got Instagram, yeah. You've got what 100,000 followers. You follow what less than 1,000, let's say, yeah. Right. Yeah. You have to physically go to requests to see comments from people that you don't follow.
Yep.
Yeah. DMs. Yeah. If you put a post out, you can see comments.
You're choosing to do it. Yeah.
You're choosing to do it. And then you've got the audacity to sit on All for Nothing, right? And get your wife sat next to, oh, the abuse he got. Bro, you've gone to look at it.
Well, this is the thing as well, is that when you go on a platform, why are people calling him brave? They are calling him brave because there's going to be an opposing reaction. Now, what else I'll say on my input, because I'm with you, Lee, I'm not some... One thing I know I'm educated enough to know I'm not educated enough. So I would never put my input, because I know I'm not going to bring value to the conversation. I know I'm not going to bring any sort of difference. However, for those who are more educated, I think they are free to speak about what they want. The thing with me, the thing that I think about Zinchenko, fine. Support what you want to support. Believe what you want to believe. Fundamentally, you're a footballer first, and that's what football is.
That's how he's built his platform up, by being a footballer.
Yeah. No, you're right, bro. You're right. Sorry, I cut off a little bit there.
This is what winds me up, right? Like, yes, like I see Mohamed Salah put a statement out yesterday. Cool, fair play, whatever. Yeah, I see it after like 1 hour, 30 minutes, it had like 51 million views. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. I've seen players being suspended in Germany and France for their views. Right? Is anyone suspending Mohamed Salah for his views? No. Why? Because it's the Premier League. Yeah, less eyes on it. Nobody cares when it's another league, because there's less eyes on it. Oh yeah, that's how the right back or left back. Yeah, we're suspending. Yeah, the guy from Mainz, suspend him. Yeah, when Zinchenko comes out, yeah, Premier League, Arsenal just brush it under the carpet. Yeah, but when it affects money, yeah, and sponsorship deals, that's when clubs act. Yeah,
that's when it's a problem.
Yeah,
so it's not consistent.
Mesut Ozil came out in defense of the Uyghur Muslims. Yeah, right.
Yep.
All of a sudden, China took every Arsenal game off of their
wherever the money is. You're right, bro. You're right, and we know that war is profitable.
What was it? Not FIFA. What's the other one? It was what's it called, man? What was the one Adriano was on the cover back in the day?
Pez.
Yeah, Pro Evo, yeah, right. Yep. China took every single Arsenal edition of that off of their shelves and said, we ain't selling that in our country. We're not airing any Arsenal game. And we were playing Man City, I think, the next game. Yeah, they said, we're not showing that in our country. All of a sudden, Mesut Ozil is now in trouble with the club. Yeah, sponsors are pulling out. Mohamed El Neni pulls out a Palestine flag on the pitch one day. Yeah, I can't remember what sponsor it was. Yeah, then gets in touch with Arsenal and we may be losing that deal. All of a sudden, Mohamed El Neni's in trouble. And it's like, as soon as money gets involved, these clubs are shameless, bro. Yeah, they pick and choose, what fights they want to fight. Yeah, the same with the Premier League. We see the Ukraine flag in the corner next to the scores. Yeah, we're going to see something for Israel maybe coming up in the future. They pick and choose what they want to fight. Yeah, the Black Lives Matter.
It's not based on morality, though, Lee. That's what pisses me off. It's based on what you said: money, sponsorships. Who's the most important person that's contributing to our finances right now? Let's keep them happy because they're paying our wages in a sort of sense. Now, I would encourage people massively. Please listen to smarter people than Zinchenko, and please listen to smarter people than footballers.
Simpson, bro.
Bro, but like footballers in general who speak on political issues, it's great to like help people. Like what I liked about Salah's interview is he's primarily targeting support towards innocent lives, which is why I didn't have a problem with it. It's not like he was there making it all divisive and like the way that Zinchenko did, the way he was like, I'm not going to shake any Russian player's hand. It's like,
Zinchenko's sitting there saying, I don't understand politics, but he's mates with Zelensky.
Yeah, well, one thing that I'm seeing Zinchenko
saying this is war. It's not politics, bro. Politics and war go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And then he's sitting there saying, I'm not going to shake hands. Ban all of this. Ban all of that. And then he's sitting there saying we shouldn't have politics in football. Why are you doing this at London Colney training ground then? Why have Arsenal allowed you to do this at the training ground? Yeah.
Why is the country using him as a media spin? Is what I want to know. Because he's the Ukrainian captain. No, is he the Ukrainian captain?
I'm not sure.
Either way, I know that he's one of their best players.
Shevchenko and Klitschko. Yeah, they're like ambassadors for Ukraine, I think.
Yeah, of course. But you see how the country's running along with it. And also I'd say to people, listen, be fair on how you come to your conclusions. Don't even just like go, the media's saying this, so I disagree with the media. Go and do your own research, but certainly don't feed into what the media is saying, because we know what the agenda is behind it. So if you are interested in learning on the matters and you want to educate yourself more, just know the sources to go to. Don't go to people who have got hidden agendas behind the scenes, or people like Zinchenko who are trying to be made into like and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that's beneficial for anybody.
For me,
yeah,
bro, like
no, we'll now stop talking about that. Is my Wi-Fi okay, Lee? Because it seems like I'm going in and out like a robot.
Yeah, it's lagging a little bit, but he was also on Rio Ferdinand's podcast. Yeah, and it's like, and he was making out Thomas Partey's the best midfielder and he's played with this player and that player. It's like, bro, come on, stop talking. He's done more podcasts than he's done like defensive clearances. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like, honestly, just keep to football. And I understand that they have big platforms and they want to try and do good. Yeah. But for me, like, he sat on that Piers Morgan one and said he's been back to Ukraine once in 2 years. So if you stand with your country, why don't you go and stand on the front line? Yeah. Why don't you go and do that? And all these people that tweet out virtue signaling, I stand with this, I stand with that. Okay, cool. Well, go and stand on the front line with them then. Yeah, because it's all virtue signaling, bro, and it gets you traction online. It's, oh, I'm a good person. Yeah, Zinchenko can do what he wants. Of course he can. He's his own person, yeah? But I judge you on your footballing ability and what you're doing for my football club. Whatever you do off the pitch is secondary unless you're not doing on the pitch what you should be doing. When you're doing on the pitch what you're doing, I couldn't care less what you're doing off the pitch. But when you're not doing what you should be doing on the pitch, now I have an issue with what you're doing off the pitch. Yeah, because now maybe you're taking your eye off the ball on the pitch to deal with this. Yeah, like there's been loads of time. Tony Adams, went to prison, bro. Drink driving, smashed his car up and this and that, bro. Yeah, Tony Adams has a statue outside the ground for a reason. Yeah, I couldn't care less. Yes, he shouldn't be drink driving. Yeah. No Arsenal fan back in the day was like, oh, Tony Adams wrong, and mate, get him out of the club. Oh, that's a disgrace. No, Tony Adams has done it week in, week out for donkey's years. Donkey, get the pun. Right? Donkey's years on the pitch. Yeah, so nobody cares. When you're playing well and you're achieving stuff at the club, major honours, nobody cares what you do in your outside life. Yeah, Dele Alli, another one. Yeah, Dele Alli, when he was flying, nobody cares that he's out partying on Snapchat, windmilling and all that stuff, yeah? But then as soon as he's not playing well, all of a sudden, he then puts out, I've been through this, I've been through, oh, poor Dele. Okay, cool, fair enough. It's sad what he's been through. I know people that know him as well. Yeah, grew up in the same area. But it is sad what he's been through. But that only came out when he's fallen off. Yeah, that never came out when he was flying. And that was probably the best time for him to pull it out, in my opinion, because he was at the peak of his powers, scoring on his debut against Germany for England, scoring a screamer in that game. Yeah, flying for Tottenham, scoring mad goals, one of the best midfielders we'll see, like one of the best generational midfielders, English talent we'll ever see, yeah? And he's wasted it. So now he's wasted it and he's coming to be falling off. Now it's the, oh, well, I've been through. Like, things like that don't sit right with me. It's like, why didn't you do that? Maybe he didn't have the confidence. I don't know what he's going through, yeah? But do that when you're at the top of your game, when everyone's loving you and everyone, even rival fans are boosting you. But now you've gone to Turkey, flopped, sat in the crowd. They said he's the worst player we've ever seen. Yeah, sat him in the crowd. Yeah, he's played at Everton, flopped. He has his house robbed in Everton and turns up in a 700 grand car the next day. As if to say, yeah, look at me. You can't do that in Everton, bro. You can't do that in Liverpool. Working class city, bro. Yeah, you can't be turning up like, look at me, I'm Mr. Flash. Like, and some people, like, they get caught up in the bubble of hype and hysteria and, oh, I'm the man. And they don't realize they're falling off. Yeah, but then when it gets to rock bottom, then they have to come out with the story. Yeah, and I'm not saying, listen, Dele Alli has been through all of that. I already know.
No, I know what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But even
coming out for it. Yeah, some people that might get me wrong, I'm not. Yeah, because it's tragic what he's been through. Yeah, and he has been through. Maybe 90% of what he said. Yeah, and take that. I know people that know him genuinely. Yeah, I know people that have dated him.
No,
Right?
there's close sources to Dele Alli who's obviously questioned the story. You can't go without saying, or the details of every
I'd say
part of the story.
about 85-90% of what he said in that is spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
No,
again, why did it take you until you fell off for you to come out and do that? Why didn't you do that when you were at the peak of your power?
I'd also like to know how much of that was his personal decision. Now, understandably, you're guilty by association. So whoever you choose as your marketing team or whoever you choose as your management, they are now a part of you. However, you've still got the final decision. And I'd be very interested to know whether it was him or whether it was somebody in his corner who decided to put this out there. It's like, okay, shit's went really bad. Because it goes from flopping at Tottenham, well, actually doing really well at Tottenham, to then obviously having a bit of a stinker towards the end. Okay, then let's try and
Well, look
revive
at
ourselves in
Jose.
the Premier
Jose
League.
said to him, "Your career will go just like that, mate, and you have all
He
the
was bang
talent."
on. He was bang on. He was 100% bang
Jose
on.
called it spot on.
And
But
that's
even in that, he was sat there smug. Yeah, whatever, mate.
I was going to say,
This
the
is
body
Jose
language.
Mourinho, bro.
Yeah,
Jose
bro.
speaks,
Yeah,
you go,
bro.
yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. This is
Yeah.
Jose. Yeah?
Yeah.
And he's sitting there like, yeah.
But he
look at
didn't
me,
even have to do that. He didn't even have to be like, yes, yes, yes. Jose, what I loved about that, he was speaking like a father figure, bro. Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like for me, for instance, like when I go to the boxing gym, I've got multiple father figures in there, and they speak to me like a father figure, not in a patronising way, but they just want what's best for you. So to get better, you do X, Y, and Z, and I want what's best for you. So I'm happy to teach you these things. And it's like Jose Mourinho was telling him the fundamentals to mentality. And it seems like because that was the area, because ability, bro, Dele Alli is one of the most generational talents that has ever
One of
came
the most
into the Premier League.
gifted players we've ever seen.
Bro, do you know when you talk about like Wayne Rooney's, Michael Owens, and the talent they had, you can put Dele Alli in that category at that age.
Oh,
You can
100%.
do.
Bro, he is one of the most talented midfielders, English midfielders, yeah, I've seen in my lifetime. And I've seen a lot of talent. I didn't really see Glenn Hoddle.
His numbers was incredible, and his performances was even better, bro.
But that's why I get the ump with players like that, because it's like you've got all that talent, yeah. It's like Jadon Sancho. Sancho is so talented, yeah. And I don't know what's going on. Like maybe he has not turned up for training properly and done it and whatever, or maybe he is right and he's going bollocks. I'll outlive you, yeah. See you later, Ten Hag. I don't know. And if that is the case, yeah, then cool. Stick by the like have the courage of your convictions and stick with it, yeah. And say, cool, I'm going to outlive you because I'm right and you're wrong, and I'm not apologizing. But people like Dele Alli, yeah, you had the world at your feet. You could have been right now, and he's what, 26, 27 now, bro. Like he's going into his peak, yeah, right now, yeah, and he's thrown it all away by 24. Yeah, people like that wind me up because it's like you've got all that talent, you've got all that ability. There's millions of people around the world that would love to be you. Yeah, and love to have that ability and that natural gift, yeah. And you've just sat there and gone, whatever, mate. Yeah, and I'll tell you, what? In 20 years' time, he'll regret that. He'll regret that.
100%. Listen, there'll be moments where he looks back on training.
Which is probably why he did the interview.
Yeah, there'll be moments where he looks back on training and he's like, do you know what, I could have put a bit more effort in there, or in games where he's like, do you know what, I should have done more. Or that interview with Jose.
He said, yeah, well, you're crap in training anyway. You're lazy. He said,
yeah, well, Jose, he'll look back at that meeting with Jose, and I think he'll be thinking about that even now. Go for it, bro. I was going to say that even now he'll be thinking about that interview with Jose Mourinho. And chat, don't misinterpret what Lee said there. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? By the way, shout out to Rishi, who says that he agrees with Lee. Appreciate the financial support, sir. Don't misinterpret what Lee said there, chat. What Lee's basically saying is what we would all agree with if we fucked up in our own lives. It's like, okay, then we could have handled that situation slightly better. I wish we could have handled it better, but we fucked up. Now, Lee isn't saying that the story isn't. He's literally just came out and said that he believes it's a pretty much majority true story. What he's saying there.
I know people that know Dele Alli. I know people that have dated Dele Alli. One of my ex-girlfriend's mates dated Dele Alli. Yeah. Right. I know that 85-90% of what he said in that interview is spot on. Yeah. I've met him a few times. I've never liked him. Yeah. Arrogant, jumped up little cocky twat. Yeah. But when you're getting paid $100,000 a week and you're playing for a Premier League team, I get it. Yeah. You've come from nothing.
The same people who will have a go at what you've just said there are the same people who will go back from work and be like, this twat in work and he's this, that, and the other. And rightly so, because you can have your opinion on someone.
That's the thing. That's the thing. And the thing is, I'll say this as well, yeah. Bless up the family that adopted him. Yeah.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Bless up that family that adopted him, yeah, because they put him on the straight and narrow, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know them personally. Yeah, I know where they live and like the area and all of that and whatever, yeah. Bless up to them, yeah, because they put that kid on the straight and narrow, yeah. right? And he went boom real quick, yeah. And he was going to go Liverpool. Brendan Rodgers showed him around Liverpool, showed him around the stadium, showed him everything, and then he signed for Tottenham. And I remember when he signed for Tottenham, yeah, he was in Oceana nightclub the day he signed for Tottenham, yeah, in Milton Keynes, yeah. And then he went into McDonald's at the Escape in Milton Keynes, right? Lock-in, 4 a.m., bladdered, yeah. Said no photos. Yeah, I'll pay for everyone's food. Bro, he paid for everyone's food, 4 a.m., bladdered. Everyone, nobody took a photo. Not one person snitched and put a photo out of him, bladdered. Yeah, and he just signed for Tottenham that day. Yeah, like, he's cool, but he's arrogant. I get that. The money, you get more arrogant with more money. Yeah, more adulation, more fame, more girls, and this and that, more hangers-on that want to be your mates. I get it. And when you're young, you've come from nothing, you've been adopted. I understand it, yeah? But people like that, when they have the world at their feet and they've changed their life around, yeah, and then you throw it in the bin, bro, that drives me insane, mate.
No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Could have been one of the best English footballers we've ever seen.
Yeah. Now let me just call out a bum. So Drizzy, you bum. Listen, bum. So either you have an incomprehension to be able to listen, or you simply cannot conduct a proper thought together. So listen to me, sir. You quite clearly haven't listened. If you've interpreted anything out of what me or Lee has said about, we don't take into consideration his mental health problems or whatnot, that is not what we are saying. But there's a fundamental thing to where when people are quite louchy in training and they're doing X, Y, and Z, they can only sort out that short-term moment. They can only help out with their next thing. And Dele Alli, in many moments, of course, there's things that he's been through, which we haven't denied, but there's also times where he could have done a little bit more for himself. It's not really a case of shitting on the guy. It's basically saying what we'd say to ourselves if we... Lee, I bet there's times in your life where you think, you know what, wish could have done a little bit more there.
I'll give you a best example, yeah? Right? At the end of the month, if I get my paycheck from YouTube and I go, fucking hell, that ain't a lot, yeah? And then I go and have a look at how many streams or videos I've done. And I go, oh, wow, I had 10 days off. I only got myself to blame, mate. Yeah? But then the next month, yeah, I'm boom, 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 boom on it. Yeah, I said this to Saeed the other day. Saeed was live 3 times yesterday. Yeah, the stream with you went dead. Yeah, and it never went anywhere, did it? Like, it just cancelled. Like, black screen went. Yeah, that guy was still live at midnight UK time streaming FIFA. He'd done that stream with you.
That type of mentality. Yeah,
he'd then done another stream 4 hours later. Yeah, and then he went live again 4 hours later to do a FIFA stream. Yeah, him playing FIFA, bro. That work ethic and that mentality and his humbleness.
It's just about application. Application's possible. Okay, you can't help the bad things that happen in your life, but application is still possible. That's not a bad thing to say. It's a very encouraging thing to say.
Roll these up. Yeah, Saeed's got the drive, the determination. I want to win. I want to succeed. But he's also humble. Yeah, he's humble as fuck, bro. Yeah, and that is why I give him all the best. Yeah, I wish him all the best. I'll always big him up. He's always a humble guy. Yeah, there's nothing flashy about Saeed. Yeah, he's just a humble brother. Yeah, that wants to do well. Yeah, and he's not cocky with it. He's not arrogant. Yeah, and he's 3 times a day, bro. I can stream 3 times a day. I used to. Yeah, but then I've got to 80k, 70k, and I thought, I can't be asked. Yeah, I could do more. I could double my wages if I wanted to, but I can't be asked. Yeah. So I'm like Dele
Alli. But you're being transparent. You're saying
I'm like Dele Alli. I have the talent to double my dough and be good and great. Yeah, but I can't be bothered. But when that switch comes on, and when that switch does come on, there ain't nobody works harder than me on this platform. Yeah. Terry Fluer's another one. Big up to him. That guy is streaming 2-3 times a day. Rant's another one. Yeah, 2 times a day, putting out 2 clips a day. Yeah, big up to him. You're always live. Yeah, Matisse is always live. Yeah, I rate people that are on it because you want to do better. Bro, I'm in that last 12, 18 months, I'm like, I fucking hate talking about Arsenal. I genuinely do. Yeah, which is why I set up the other channel. Yeah, but here's what it is. Yeah, I'm not doing enough. So I'm the Dele Alli figure. I've got the talent. Yeah, he is shocking at FIFA. Arsenal,
shit, if you're fair.
Arsenal pammed him 5-1, I think it was. In the EFL Cup, he was getting pammed at Old Trafford by Arsenal 5-1. Yeah, but I'm like the Dele Alli, of YouTube. That I have the talent, I have the entertainment factor. I'm bubbly, I'm lively. I had the work ethic.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I don't want to talk about Arsenal 3 times a day.
Of course,
and I go on
you're
other
right.
shows and I do all these other shows. And it's like, do you know what? I need my time. Yeah, but when that switch comes back on, which it will, when that switch comes back on, best believe, boom. Yeah,
Nah, you're back to take over. Back to take over. That's facts, bro. But that's why I had to call out. No, Drizzy, I'm calling it out there because you've just went on a presumptuous thought on what Lee just said and you misunderstood what he said. Like to call someone arrogant based on the sentences that you've just heard is
to be fair, I am very arrogant.
You are an arrogant bastard, I agree. But I'm just saying, based on what you said, that wasn't an arrogant statement. You know what I'm saying?
I'm kind of celebrating tonight. Possible career.
Jeez, my guy. No, I agree. Like there's times where I'll hear a statement from Lee and I'm like, fucking hell, I don't agree with that. I don't know how he's got to that thought. But
I am extremely arrogant. But do you know why I'm arrogant? Yeah, because my dad told me when I was very young. Yeah, big up my dad. He said to me,
"Big up Lee's dad.
Say what you mean and mean what you say."
Yeah,
and that's stuck with me since I was about 12.
Yeah,
right? And I'm 41 now. Yeah, he goes, "You'll piss people off, but at least you say what you mean. Yeah, and you mean what you say. Yeah, and if you believe it, back it, right? And that's what I do. And people get riled by me, my condescending tones, my sarcasm, and my arrogance. But I believe everything I'm saying. Like when I say Arsenal ain't this, bro, there's a reason this lot are on the green screen. Yeah, and it ain't Mikel Arteta's team right now. Because my team were good. Yeah, and that is the standards, right? And that is the standards I would always uphold for this football club. So until, okay, fair enough, we might not go invincible. And to be fair, I've seen 5 league titles in my Arsenal lifetime, right? For me, the Invincibles is the 5th best out of all of them. Anfield 89 eclipses anything. 91, we should have gone invincible. Lost 1 game. Tony Adams in jail. Famous back 4 was depleted. I think Steve Bold or Keown went off injured that game. We lost 2-1 to Chelsea. Paul Merson, player of the season, young player of the season. Unbelievable. We lost 1 game that season, 2-1 to Chelsea, right? Then 98, bro, that team was electric. And Nelka and all of that lot. Come on, man. Then 2002, unbelievable team, done the double. 2004, fantastic. I was there when we played Middlesbrough, the 5-3, and we were 3-1 down. Frank Drew scored, and you could hear a pin drop. We're 3-1 down. That was Forest 42 unbeaten, right? And then boom, 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 4 goals in 10 minutes. It's like madness. But for me, I always speak with passion, and with truth. Sometimes I'm a little bit over the top. I get that, and I'm not here for everyone. And people
but who's
get
perfect?
up, right? But I know my niche. I know my target audience, and my target audience is 30 plus, bro. I look at my analytics, and most people that watch my channel and have done, right, and it says 52 million views, but I deleted about 1,000 videos, so it's probably about 70 million views. Right? I've looked at the lifetime. The average age is over 30, bro. So I'm not appealing to children. I don't want children watching my streams. I want adults watching my streams. And it's like, I know where I'm at. The older lot, some of them don't like me. They think I'm negative, but a lot of the older lot do like me. Rival fans like me, cool, whatever. But I will just say my truth because I've been there, seen it, done it, worn the t-shirt, been to the games all around the world. You can't test my knowledge on my club. You can't test how many games I've been to. When you can, come and tell me something I don't know about my club. And people see that as arrogant and cocky. Yes, it is arrogant and cocky, but I love my football club and I've systematically seen it destroyed in front of my very eyes for 20 years, bro. And it hurts. It hurts. So,
bro, I don't know who the Cass rates come from, but our viewership just nearly doubled. So big up to Cass. Big up to Cass. Appreciate the rates here. Why don't I know Cass? I should know Cass if he's rating me.
Never a foul. Come on.
Oh,
Man United.
Bro, no. I know never a foul. Now I know Cass. Now I know Cass. Appreciate you guys. Nice one for everyone tuning in, you friggin' legends. I'm nice one for the raids as well, Cass. Nice one, sir. You know what I mean? I need to start doing more of these raids, man. Honestly, I need to start doing more of these raids myself. I always forget it.
I always do it like this, James. Who's live that we like?
Facts. Never a foul.
Who's
Guys,
live
go
that we
subscribe to
like?
Never a foul. Even though half of you are here from the channel.
Who's live that we like? Not who's live, just who's live that we like.
Facts. So just before we round up as well, guys, because Lee needs to shoot in a sec. Lee, appreciate all the time, bro. And this is why I love getting you on the podcast. Your insights and stuff like that is brilliant. I want to just shout out to Rishi, who's shown so much financial support today. Appreciate you, sir. What?
It's not Rishi Sharma, is it?
Rishi Sharma.
You just got that, innit?
I was thinking for a second. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Everyone has gone through something. It would be ignorant to think otherwise, but Lee is correct. I agree. Rishi again with another super chat. JR has experienced life at a young age and has to respect it. Big up to you, sir. Rem just with a super chat. Appreciate that support. And then Rishi once more. Big up, Lee. Thank you so much for all the financial support, guys. The likes, the subscribers, anything you do to contribute to the channel, thank you. And what I'd love as well, I don't pay Lee for these shows, so in return, if you could see a little boost in his subscribers, if you could see a few more Liverpool fans on the channel, that'd be grand. So please do subscribe. But Lee, any final thoughts before we wrap up the stream, my guy?
Yeah, man, stay blessed. Big up for having me on. Hopefully Arsenal slap Chelsea. And thanks for having me on.
Quick score prediction. Quick score prediction.
3-1. Although I could see a way that we could do them 4-1. But I'm going to stick with my 3-1. But if we score early, we could batter them. I can't lie. Their heads are dropped. But like I said, I'm kind of celebrating tonight. Possible career change, bro. So
chat, you know what I'll say before we go? Go raid Tom Little. His channel is Tom Little, but it's got a 1 inside of it. If he's live right now, go raid his stream. On your way out, smash a like and subscribe to Lee. Appreciate every single one of you. And we will see you all in a bizzle. Sayonara.